Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name's Emily and I'm very grateful that you're here. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you do like the video, please be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, and then subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any updates. For our yoga practice today, all you'll need is a little bit of space and a comfortable surface. Let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome. Today's yoga flow is all about helping us relax. So a lot of the time in this practice, we're going to be moving pretty slowly, and that's not always easy, but I really want you to challenge yourself to move slowly and to breathe deep so that we can start to relax in our mind and in our body. We're going to begin in child's pose. So take your knees really wide and then walk your arms forward and let your forehead touch down if it does. And try right away to be still. So sometimes we might fidget or we kind of wiggle our fingers. If you notice that you're doing that, just ask them to be still. Let's take a big breath in. Breathe in for 3, for 2, 1, and breathe out for 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. In for 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to stay in your child's pose, but we're going to walk our hands over towards one side. So just start to walk your hands over, and they might even come off your yoga mat. And try and become still once you get there. Take a big breath in and out. Now let's walk them back into the middle and then all the way over to the other side. And then again, try and be still for a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's come back into the middle. And then back into child's pose. Now try and stay really low to the mat. And we're going to slither forward onto our bellies. So just try and stay as low as you can. And then bring your legs together and untuck your toes. Let's bring our elbows down. And spread your fingers out as wide as you can. And see if you can kind of make like Spider-Man hands here. So just press into your fingertips and try and lift the middle of your hand away. Now see if you can look forward. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Take one more inhale. And as you breathe out, we'll roll down. Come on down. Bring your hands down, press up onto your knees, and then we're coming into downward facing dog. So I want you to tuck your toes, lift your hips up high, and we are in our upside down V. Now let's take the dog for a walk, but really slow. So just bending one knee at a time. We could even call this more of a stroll than a walk, just kind of moving slowly. Giving yourself a chance to breathe deep. Starting to quiet your thoughts. And then let's walk the feet all the way up to the hands. Take baby steps, take a few more steps. And then let's roll the body up to stand. Take your time, let your arms hang heavy. And then slowly arriving, standing nice and tall, coming into mountain or Tadasana pose. See if you can close the eyes here. And with the eyes closed, let's just find a little sway forward and back. It might be really small. You might feel a little bit wobbly, but that's okay. Just want you to sway as slowly as you can, trying to keep the eyes closed. If you lose your balance, it's up the eyes. Step one foot out to the side and just let your toe touch down. So keep it really, really light. And then lift your opposite arm up as you breathe in. Take a huge breath in. And then as you breathe out, we're reaching up and over to the side. See my other arm is going down the leg. Maybe yours stays on the hip, doesn't matter. Take a big breath. And then let's come back up through Tadasana to mountain pose. And we'll come to the other side. Step your toe out to the side. Breathe in, the opposite arm comes up. And breathe out to stretch up and over. Huge breath here. And let's come back up to breathe in, and then as you breathe out, we come back to mountain. Standing really strong, really proud. Stand up as tall as you can. Keep your chin a little bit lifted. Take a big breath in. And breathe out. And we're going to take a giant step back with one foot. And we're coming into a lunge pose. And sometimes this is called dragon. So really feeling really strong here. See, my front knee is bent and my back knee is straight. And then I'm going to reach my arms up, reaching the fingertips, and I'm trying to be totally still. So try your best, even if you feel a little bit wobbly, try to be still. So that trying doesn't mean it happens right away, but I do want you to try your best to do that. See if you can even be still with your eyes. So just choose one thing to look at. Choose something that's not moving, and then really stare at it. Looking at it, not moving your eyes. Let's take one more breath in and out. Now we're going to start to press forward, and we're coming straight into tree pose. So keep your one leg down and come to tree with the leg that's moving. So our tree pose is with our knee, knee out to the side. It's okay if we wobble, right? We try again. Let's start with our hands at our heart and try and find your balance. I want you to try and close the eyes, even if it's just for half a second. I know that when I close my eyes, I start to feel off balance right away, but that helps me focus even more and concentrate even harder. So even if the eyes don't stay closed very long, I want you to try it. Let's stay for one more breath in our tree pose. Deep breath in. And breathe out. Both feet come flat into mountain. And now we're going to step the other leg back into your lunge or your dragon pose. So it's the opposite side. Get your feet nice and strong, and then reach the arms up. See if you can reach your fingertips a little bit higher. And then again, become totally still. Even with the eyes, finding something that's not moving where you can focus. So that helps us find our balance. So that's a really good trick, even in your balancing poses like tree. Okay, let's take one more breath here. And we're going to start to reach forward, coming back into tree, but on the other side. Open your knee out, start with your hands at your heart. And again, find where you're going to focus your eyes. And then maybe challenging yourself to close the eyes, even if it's just for half a second or even less. A really long blink could be. And the more and more that you practice, the stronger you become, the more focused you become. And that helps you to find your balance. Let's try and stay for one more breath in our tree. And then let's bring both feet down into mountain. Standing tall, standing proud, Almost pressing your chest forward a little bit, lifting your chin a little bit, maybe even closing the eyes. Big breath in for 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Next time you breathe in, we're going to take a sun breath. Make a big circle with the arms and lift your fingertips up to the sky. And then as you breathe out, bring your fingertips down towards your toes. They might touch, they might not. Let's do that again. Big sun breath, circling the arms, standing up tall, reaching, reaching, reaching. And breathing out, fingertips coming all the way down. Let's take another one, deep breath in. And full breath out. This time we're going to stay in our fold. The fingertips touching down, maybe your knees are a little bit bent, and maybe you'll sway side to side. Sweeping the hands along the floor. Maybe imagining you're running your fingers through the grass or through some sand. What does it feel like? And let's come back into the middle. I want you to start to bend the knees, bending a lot until you're all the way down. And we're going to sit down. Let's bring our legs forward, point the toes up to the sky. Breathe in, reach the arms up. And breathe out, reach for your toes. You might touch them, you might not, does not matter. I want you to reach, reach, reach. And try and take deep breaths, maybe even close the eyes. Stay here for 2 more breaths. See if you can be totally still. Nice job. Let's start to come back up. We're going to come into butterfly. Bring your feet together and let your knees open out to the sides. Let's just move our legs really gently. Just gently flapping the butterfly wings. Really small, just imagining the butterfly soaring through the sky. Really easily, takes no effort. And now let's come into resting butterfly. Imagine that it's time to rest. We're going to walk our fingertips forward. Walk them as far forward as you can. And then try and be completely still for 2 breaths. Now let's walk our hands over to one side, walking over. Try and keep your legs the same way. And walk your hands back to the middle and all the way over to the other side. Walking back to the middle, and then walk yourself back up. And bring your legs together, look behind you, make sure you have some space. And we're going to roll down onto our backs. Hug your knees in, giving the legs a big squeeze. And let's make some circles, circling the knees. And move the other way, start to circle again. Perfect. Now reach your feet up towards the sky. You can keep your knees a little bent and reach your arms up towards the sky. Try to make your arms straight up out of your shoulder. And see if you can be totally still. Take a breath in for 3, 2, 1, and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring the knees back in. Give your legs a big squeeze once more. Breathe in. Squeeze the legs even tighter. Really wrapping your arms. And as you breathe out, we're going to lie down. Straighten your legs out to come into Shavasana. So let your legs really, really reach. Open your arms out. And take a breath. Now we're going to ask our bodies, Please be completely still for 5 breaths. We're going to ask our minds, please be quiet for at least 5 breaths. And I just want you to think about your breath. I want you to count 5 breaths in your head, trying to be still that whole time. Once you're done your 5 breaths, now let's start to move the body again, starting to wiggle, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Start to move, circle the wrists, circle through the ankles. And let's take a big stretch. Imagine you just woke up. Bring your feet together, point your toes, reach your arms overhead. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend the knees back in towards you. Now we're going to rock forward and back until you come up into seated. Setting up nice and tall. See if you can even sit a little taller than before. Try to close the eyes. Continue to ask your mind to be quiet. Whenever your thoughts are racing, see if it helps to take a deep breath, to do some slower movements, and to ask yourself to be quiet, be calm, and be relaxed. Let's bring our hands to touch each other at our heart. A big thank you from me to you for joining me today for this relaxing yoga. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.